Good morning, it's Glenda with AKA GK Fralin, and for all of those who've been bugging me to get a hold of the doctor, I'm going to do that just in a minute. And I need to, I know that. But anyway, I don't know what he's going to tell me or if it's going to be anything new, but anyway, so did a treatment, got my bath, got dressed, did my breathing. So, what more can you ask of this old lady, huh? Anyway, so I will be back. Okay, guys. This is just the same day. Keep you up to date. It's not going to be a long one. I will probably go ahead and do something through the day for tomorrow, but I have gotten hold of my doctor. I really don't know that they're going to do much. I didn't do one yesterday for today because I just was really needing to sleep. And so, but I slept. Anyway, but I'm going to figure out what's going on with this. It may be that anyway, it may be that it's just something that is just probably been happening for quite some time, and I just didn't notice it so much until I got the oximeter. Well, I probably noticed it a lot, but just didn't take note of it till I got the oximeter, as far as thinking I needed to do something about it. But yeah, and I was a little down yesterday, and the day before, whenever you saw that tape. I was kind of down. I've been feeling a little cooped up, but guess what? The weather has warmed up today, and I am planning on going outside. Not outside, but out on the porch, because I have a feeling I'm having some allergy. I think really I've not been keeping up my activity as much as I should, maybe been hanging out at the computer too much and not building up enough and stuff. Maybe that may be it, or it might just be that my lungs aren't handling as much as they used to. So, but I will talk to them and see. Maybe they'll say, well, allergy season, let's put you on a little extra steroid boost for a while, and that might just do it. Because, it's kind of gone up and down here and there before. So, anyway, that's it for as far as my health at the moment. It's not bad. I'm not, it's just figuring out what's going with these oxygen levels, and which if you're low on oxygen, you're going to get tired faster. That's just life, That's anybody. So I don't know. I still tend to be a night owl. That's just me. But like I said, I fell asleep last night. I slept through. So anyway, trying to think what to say. I'm not used to talking to people like this, but or putting something like this out there. I've talked about stuff, but it's more in a clinical way. It's not, I kind of, like the nurse, I distance myself a bit. Even though it's me, I still do. But, like I said, and, as far as mood, there were some family things that were just, when you're isolated this much, your mind tends to go places that you don't really want it to go. And I know you're noticing that I'm not making a lot of eye contact with this camera because I don't like talking about these things. And it's been bothering me ever since my parents have been in the nursing home. And especially since I know my mom is getting, more and more to that point where she just doesn't know who we are. But my dad does, but he's, that being in that nursing home so long, And just not the lack of it. Dad's always been a very active person, and I know some of it's maybe age, but Dad's always been very active, and I think his mind would be sharp as a tack if he were out more, but he can't be at the farm. So that's just that, I mean, he refused to move to town and rent a place in town, or even a place, that is, I think one of his sisters had a place that they would have put him up if he'd have just, agreed to it. But that's, he's the oldest, and I guess he thinks he's got to be the one to, that's just kind of the way older children in the family tend to be, I guess. Because I know as far as, being the caretaker or the protector of the younger ones, that's been me. And my brother's been the one that saw to all the business stuff, and also a caregiver or caretaker of my parents and stuff, since they're the ones who live down there. So he's been the one that's been Dad's right-hand man. So anyway, and it just, you always figure that's where you're going to be for your parents. And when you're not, you're not. Most of the time I do fine with it, but I've been just kind of isolated here. And you know what happens when you're isolated. Your mind starts going places it shouldn't go. Had a talk with my sister last night. That make sure if anything happens, somebody calls me. And I had my cry, and she said, somebody will call you, so nothing is close to happening. I mean, we haven't had any bad news, but you never know. Didn't expect it when my dad had the arrhythmias either. So, but he's in good hands. Mom's in good hands, and I'm in good hands. Believe me, I am. You've seen Joe. And you call him Sweet Joe because he is. And I think even though he isn't often on camera, just the fact that he's there every time, he's just always there. Okay, I got to quit this or I'm going to get sappy. So I'm going to get this uploaded. And I just wanted to reassure you that even though I'm a little under the weather, not really under the weather, I'm just a little concerned about some things right now. And maybe not as peppy as usual. I'm going to get out and get a little bit of sunlight on the porch. And maybe I'll take you with me. I'm going to wait for the doc's call back, or the doc's nurse, see what they have to say. Because my lungs, like I said, my lungs were stable the last time they looked at them. And it's just an up and down. I mean, that's COPD. It's what we live with. So, and there he is now. Talk to you after a while. And that, my peoples, was the nurse from the doctor's office calling back, and she's going to talk to him. This is my pulmonologist, and see if maybe I just need a boost of prednisone for the allergy season. So, or to get me kind of boosted up and able to be more active and more chipper. So I'm getting some sun today, and like I said, I might just take you out there with me, because it's not supposed to get it's supposed to only get up into maybe the 80s today. So, if I'm out on my porch and just open that front door a little bit, that screen, and prop it open a little, I'll get that breeze going. Of course, with the screens off, it's a screened-in porch, and except that it's if the storm windows are on. So I'm just hammering. So anyway, just to let you know, I will probably do something more for tomorrow, but as of today, this is my update and my vlog. So I'm going to take a nap, and I'm going to start I did my treatment. I'm going to do another treatment. There's actually not an extra. I'm supposed to do 2 a day. So I am going to start setting alarms and making sure I do everything I'm supposed to do, because I can't say that I've been. A lot of the time, most of the time, but not like I'm supposed to. So Yeah, I'm a bad girl. Anyway, I'll check with you tomorrow. Love you. Hasta mañana.